I'd like to call the December board meeting for the Lafourche Parish School Board to order. We're going to go ahead and start with an invocation and pledge by Mr. Clyde Duplantis from District 5.
Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to implement a vision of unity that extends to the hearts and needs of all stakeholders. As Christmas approaches, a season based on love, peace, and charity, let the birth of the Christ child allow us to refocus our hearts on doing your will. May the message of Christmas and the love it brings touch the lives of all students, employees, and families. We ask all this in your holy name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mr. Wright? Here. Dr. Giat? Here. Ms. Babin?
Here.
Ms. Fertitta?
Here.
Mr. Duplantis?
Here.
Ms. Bourgeois?
Here.
Mr. Lafont? Here. Ms. Wells?
Here.
Ms. Shortmanshire?
Here.
Everyone's present.
Item number 2, awards and recognition. A, introduction of new administrators. Mr. Martin.
Yes, absolutely. So we have 2 new administrators that we are welcoming tonight. I don't see where they are. Where is Miss Andrea Delco? She's behind. So you are in the right spot. I'll stay standing. Miss Andrea Delcom, to the district leadership team from St. Charles Elementary School. We're very happy to add her to our team as the director of special education, Miss Andrea Delcom. You said the right spot. I'm kidding.
So I am excited for this new journey that I have. Special ed has always been a passion. I started off in teaching special education and kept it along the way. My goal is to just kind of do that in between liaison between our regular ed and special ed to have the benefit of the students moving forward. So that's me, and that's what I'm here for. And this is my seat, right?
It is. And in the back, we have replacing Ms. Delcom as the principal of St. Charles Elementary, Ms. Jessica LeBlanc, who comes to us from her position as an assistant principal at South Lafourche High School, Ms. LeBlanc.
So thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Martin and the board for allowing me this opportunity and putting your faith and trust in me to lead this amazing school that Ms. Delco blessed me with. I'm embracing it for the honor that it is to be able to work with these little Wildcats. And I mean, it's been very interesting getting those waist-high hugs again, and I love all of that. I got silly strings last week with Miss Delcom, so that's been a lot of fun. But I've been able to work with so many amazing, dedicated educators throughout my 25 years, and this is going to be a wonderful new journey. So thank you.
The mascot of the school are Wildcats, right? Not the little kids are Wildcats.
We will clarify that referring to the children as Wildcats, that doesn't affect the mascot of the school.
All right, and B is Lafourche Parish School District student, staff, and group recognition. Mr. Martin.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the first recognition is actually an employee recognition, and this is to recognize an employee who received a $25,000 grant from the New Orleans Saints organization, the Gail Benson Assistance Fund, to rehabilitate the C.M. Washington Playground, and for that we have Miss Nikki Guidry. I didn't realize that was your name.
Yes,
Yes.
that's my government name.
Yeah, that's this one.
I know the one.
A different screen.
Nope. This one's a different class. Ready? 3, 1, 2, 3. Right, thanks.
Congrats, Ms. Dickey, congrats, Ms. Johnson. All right.
Okay. So we have some student recognitions this evening. The first group of students were selected to the LMEA All-State Symphonic Band. First, from Central Lafourche High School, Colin Acosta.
Mr. Martin, can you do me a big favor? Can you have them inform us what instrument they play?
Yeah, absolutely. Kyle?
Alto saxophone.
Got it.
Good idea.
Okay, next student from Central Lafourche High School, Blake Robert.
Another one.
Congratulations. Instrument.
Hold on. And what instrument?
Alto saxophone.
Got it.
And from Central Lafourche High School, Evan Samini. Okay, this next group of students was selected to the LMEA All-State Concert Band. From Central Lafourche High School, Caden Budlash.
I'll play Euphonia. Got it. Euphonia.
You may have to explain what video on it later, Henry.
From Central Lafourche High School, Jaden Sheremy.
It's all really fun. Gives all these complicated instruments. Congratulations. I'm the shortest one in the room tonight. Oh, wait, oh, sorry.
Got it?
Instrument.
Alto sax.
Got it.
Good sex.
From Central Lafourche High School, Brooke Dantin. From Central Lafourche, Logan Doiron.
Congratulations. Thank you, sir. I'll play something.
From Central Lafourche, Brett Dufresne.
Nope, perfect. Got it? All right. Percussion. Percussion, all right.
From South Lafourche High School, Ethan Jarrow.
Oh.
Instrument.
Clarinet.
Another read.
From Central Lafourche High School, Madison Leonard. From Thibodeau High, Evie Perkle.
Ms. French Horn.
From Central Lafourche High, Braden Plaisance.
Base man.
From Central Lafourche High School, Jada Riley.
Oh. Again. What instrument? Flute.
From Central Lafourche, Alex Spivey.
This is profession, is
Okay, this next student was awarded the College Board's National Rural and Small Town Award based on her academic performance and PSAT score. From Central Lafourche High School, Mia Wright. All right, this next group of students was selected to the first team LHSAA All Composite Academic Team. Central Lafourche High School Volleyball, Destiny Broussard. Is this group? Oh, we need a second.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait, I was about to say, I think we went too far. Okay, folks, I just want to say how proud we are of these students. What they've done is a huge accomplishment. What you've done to support them is equally commendable. So thank you for what you're doing for these kids. And kids, keep up the good work. We're very, very proud of you. You make us very happy to see all of your success. That's why we do what we do. So you're welcome to stay, but if you wouldn't mind giving us a little time to get the second group in here.
What we're gonna exit out this door. Feel free to use the backdrop, our new backdrop, to take pictures of you for a child. Okay.
And one last thing, all of his high quality photos, he used a very high resolution, will be available on
Online. It'll be on Facebook, so if you take a look, you'll be able to
the
get it.
Lafourche Parish School District Facebook page. You'll see your kid's picture. You can pull that one down as well. Y'all have a great night.
This way.
Everybody plays triangle. Congratulations, everybody.
That program is produced. And now the program, so it's
Got it.
So we'll go back to 3. Okay, so continuing on, this group of students were recently selected to the first team by the LHSAA for the all-composite academic team for their respective sports. In volleyball, from Central Lafourche High School, Destiny Broussard.
Congratulations. Oh, wait, we can get it.
Central Lafourche High School football team, Brian Griffin.
Hold on. There you go.
From Central Lafourche High School in cross country, Samuel Hodson. Central Lafourche High School volleyball, Haley Saban.
No one can get
From Central Lafourche High School in volleyball, Sarah Weaver. And from the Central Lafourche football team, Porter Zarang. This next student was the top scorer out of 29 competitors as a blue team member at the Louisiana FFA state competition in the area of environmental and natural resources from Central Lafourche, Myra Leday. This next student was the top scorer out of 46 competitors as a blue team member at the Louisiana State FFA competition in the area of foreign business management at the career development event from Central Lafourche High School, Jocelyn Alamo. Okay, this next group placed first in the Louisiana State FFA competition in the area of foreign business management. From Central Lafourche High School, this team consists of Jocelyn Alamo, Autumn Email, Braylon Rodriguez, and Lana Verdon.
from Miss Pat. Let's get a big group picture. Squeeze in all that. Can you squeeze? Can you? Hold on, Mom. Go from all angles.
Mrs. Alvin, can I say one thing about this little crew here?
Who's gonna stop you?
They went to be the national convention here at the end of October, beginning of November, and ranked silver in the nation. They did an awesome job. They worked hard between this summer and now, and I just wanted to throw out there that we ranked silver in the nation and did a super job representing the state of Louisiana.
Okay, this next team placed first at the Louisiana State FFA competition in the area of environmental and natural resources. This is the Central Lafourche High School team consisting of Madeline Fossum, Myra Leday, Trey Martinez, and London Mayberry.
Guys, they're gonna get to go next year and represent Louisiana at national convention as our ENR state champions. Bring home the gold.
This next team placed first at the Louisiana State FFA land judging competition. This team is from Thibodeau High School, consisting of Bob Bourgeois, Luke Guidry, Skylar Morris, and Hunter Poche.
Yeah, we're missing one. We can give it to the teacher. I think that's awesome.
And our final team of the evening to be recognized placed third at the Louisiana State FFA competition in Farm Business Management at their career development event from Central Lafourche High School. This team consists of Keegan Griffin, Myra Leday, Trey Martinez, and Anthony Plaisance.
Folks, that wraps up our awards portion of the meeting tonight. I just want to thank all the parents for the support that you give these kids every day to make their opportunities and their success what it is. And I also want to recognize two of the most impressive ag teachers, not only in the state, I believe in the nation, to support these two programs. As you travel Louisiana, you don't see this everywhere. We are truly blessed to have ag programs that these gentlemen and the ladies that they work with provide every day. So I want to give a round of applause to these two guys. I was picking with Mr. Trish about who's going to make it. He's never shook his hand. You know that he doesn't move very easily. He's brought me to my knees a couple of times. But honestly, thank you all for what you do every day. Thank you for being here. The restaurants in Thibodeau are open, so maybe you can, convince your parents to go get you some food. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for being here.
Oh, and we could exit out here, and feel free to use the backdrop to take pictures of your family with your
And his pictures are gonna be available on our Facebook page, so if you wanna get a high resolution picture of tonight, it's there. And like he said, use the backdrop, enjoy the lobby, and thank y'all so much.
Mr. Martin? Yes, guys, thank y'all so much for putting this together again. We appreciate all you let us do with these guys, and thanks so much.
All right, item number 3, the approval of board consent agenda. A, approval of board consent agenda items. B, minutes of the regular board meeting held November 1st, 2023. Minutes of the, C, the minutes of the board meeting in service held November 6th, 2023. Do I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Wright, second by Ms. Charpentier. Any public comment? Any board comment? If not, we'll vote. Motion passes. 4, approval of business committee recommendations as per meeting held December 15th, 2023. Ms. Fertitta?
Yes, I move that we have approved advertisement for proposals for the purchase of playground equipment, surfacing material, labor, and installation.
So moved by Ms. Fertitta, second by Ms. Bourgeois. Any public comment? Any board comment? Just to clarify, the meeting was held on November 15th, not December 15th. Any public comment? No, it's okay. Any board comment? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item B, I move that we approve the lowest, most responsive and responsible bidder per line item of desktop and laptop computers.
Motion by Ms. Fertitta, second by Dr. Giat. Any public comment? Any board discussion? If not, we'll vote. Motion passes. Item 5, approval of Land and Facilities Management Committee recommendations as per meeting held November 15th, 2023. Mr. Duplantis?
Thank you, Madam President. To approve a change order request for various Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $58,457.29 at Galliano Elementary School, 6th Ward Middle School, East Thibodeau Middle School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Wells. Any public comment? Any board discussion? With none, we'll vote. Motion passes.
Item B, to accept a change order request for various Hurricane Ida repairs at St. Charles Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, second by Mr. Wright. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Let's vote. Motion passes.
Item C, to approve a change order request for the various Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $29,113.89 and add 30 days to the contract at Tip Central. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Fertitta. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Let's vote. Motion passes.
Item D, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $4,475 to remove, clean, and reset 4 existing basketball goals at Lockport Upper Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Charpentier. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item E, to approve a change order request for various Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $81,954.42 and add 28 days to the contract at North LaRose Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Mr. LaFont. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Let's vote. Motion passes.
Item F, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $4,500.43 to remove and replace additional fiber cement panels on Building 5 and issue a credit in the sum of $3,344.60 to the contract at Bayou Blue Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Dr. Giat. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item G, to approve a request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $2,107 and add 10 days to the contract for replacing roof rafters on Building 3 at Raceland Upper Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Bourgeois. Any public comment? Any board discussion? With none, we'll vote. Motion passes.
Item H, to approve a changed order request for various Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $34,757 and add 5 days to the contract at South Lafourche High School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Wells. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item I, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $7,161 and to add 30 days to the contract to fill and compact dirt between grade beams at the modular building at Golden Meadow Upper Elementary School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, seconded by Ms. Charpentier. Public comment? Board discussion? We'll vote. Motion passes.
Item J, to approve a change order request for Hurricane Ida repairs in the sum of $2,310 to abate asbestos floors and install new LVT flooring in Building 1 at La Rose Cutoff Middle School. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, second by Mr. LaFont. Any public comment? Board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item K, to approve a request to hire Castanoff Goodwin Utley Engineers LLC for the Central Lafourche High School generator replacement project with a construction budget of $73,460. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, second by Ms. Fertitta. Any public comment? Any board discussion? Okay, let's vote. Motion passes.
Item L, to approve a resolution authorizing the sale of the Top North property by private sale and further authorizing the superintendent to execute the act of sale documents on behalf of the board. So moved.
Motion by Mr. Duplantis, second by Dr. Guiot. Any public comment? Any board discussion?
Do we have a buyer for that property?
Yes, we do. Mr. Martin?
Absolutely, yeah. We have a buyer, who has conducted an appraisal of the property, and he has also gotten a quote for demoing the existing infrastructure, which does have things that have to be abated inside of it, asbestos and other contaminants that are going to be expensive to mitigate, which is why the price went from original asking price of near $400,000 down to where it is now, because it also includes him removing all of that old existing structure on the property.
Any further board discussion? With none, we'll vote. Motion passes. Item 6 is new business. A, to continue as the date, time, and place of the regular meetings for 2024, the first Wednesday of every month at 6 p.m. in the school board office in accordance with policy BC meetings, and waive the policy for the month of January and April, setting the dates for Wednesday, January 10th, 2024, and Wednesday, April 10th, 2024, which is the second Wednesday of the month due to the holiday schedule. Mr. Martin? You want to speak on this?
A,
Do you have anything?
I'm sorry, I was preparing for B.
No, it's okay. It's all good.
No,
Okay.
it's the first Wednesday except for those two holidays, and it's pretty straightforward.
Just want to make sure. Dr. Guiot?
I move.
Okay, I have a motion by Dr. Guiot. I have a second by Ms. Charpentier. Public comment. Please read when you come to the front, please state your name and address for the board.
I was just thinking that there was a special important thing behind this. I wanted to understand better before I came up here and had to ask questions, which I know y'all are not going to answer. So my name is Jamie Marlborough. My address is 116 Sealess Lane, Lockport. When you pull up the calendar, there's blue days, which means that's the 240 employee days. So my question would be, would those employees have to come to work that day that you guys are requesting to have off so you guys can move the dates? And if so, if those employees have to come to work, it's not fair to those employees when you are here to serve. You're here to serve them. You're here to serve the public. Y'all just gave yourselves a raise. So therefore, you should show them that if they have to sacrifice, then y'all should sacrifice as well. Now, if everybody gets it off and nobody has to come, great, wonderful. But that's why I was hoping that you guys would have had a discussion to clarify a little better. But I really don't think that's going to make the 240-day employees very happy if y'all going to go and say, oh, well, we're going to get a vacation and move the meeting so we can have that full week, whereas they have to come to work. So I'm just hoping that maybe y'all would consider that if that's in fact what the calendar online shows. And that's why I was hoping you would discuss it.
Thank you for your comment. Any further public comment? Any board discussion?
Yes, Mr. Henry, but as is written in here, this recommended action is my recommended action, which takes into account all of the staff working hours and what has to be done to prepare for these meetings. So this schedule is actually most amicable to our district staff.
Okay, the 4th of July.
It's not your turn to speak. Thank you.
I'd like to see you guys 4th of July.
We have already had public comment. Now it is board discussion. You're out of line.
No, you were out of line by cutting me off.
We're gonna go ahead and have a brief recess. resume. We are on item 6A. The public comment section has ended. We are now on board discussion. We had a comment from Mr. Henry. We had a question from Mr. Henry, which was answered. Is there any further board discussion? Yes, Ms. Wells.
I would just like to thank y'all for moving the date because I know employees and students do get awards at our monthly board meetings. And if it was during the holidays, I know a lot of kids and employees are on vacation, so they might miss that opportunity to come and get their award. So I'd like to thank y'all for moving it.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Anyone else? If not, we'll vote. Motion passes. Item B, to consider approving the Lafourche Parish Consolidated Sales and Use Tax Ordinance. Mr. Norton?
Yes, ma'am. This resolution allows this board to adopt all of the current provisions of the Uniform Louisiana Sales Tax Code and the sales tax specific provision of LAC Title 61 and 72. It also provides for the uniform statutory interest and penalty provisions for all Lafourche taxing authorities. As you all know, we are the sales tax collecting agency for all of the Lafourche Parish sales tax collections agencies. This would also allow us to retain the provisions of our ordinances, which are specific to Lafourche Parish at local level, and allowing the executive committee of the oversight committee to meet as necessary to provide guidance to the collector specific to matters when necessary to penalty or waiver. What this means is that the sales tax collector has an executive committee. On that committee sits myself, the sheriff, and other sales tax receiving entities in Lafourche Parish. And for decisions of penalty greater than $25,000, in order to waive those, it has to go to the executive committee. So this resolution keeps all of these existing current practices in place, but recognizes the changes that were adopted whenever the voters approved the tax reform package back in last spring. So there are no changes to our existing practices in terms of sales tax collections. The oversight of sales tax collections, it simply remedies the language to make it compatible with the Uniform Louisiana Sales Tax Code and our existing practices and the new rates that went into effect. There's a preamble that speaks to the simplicity and consistency for all sales tax actions that we strive to attain, and the attached ordinance is taking into account potential changes to the revised statutes and the LAC provisions that may be incorporated of new enactments by legislature and new taxes passed by the voters. So that's what this resolution does in a nutshell, codifying both the new rate changes and then continuing the practices currently in place by the Executive Sales Tax Commission for all things sales tax collections.
A motion by Dr. Dion, second by Ms. Wells. Any public comment? Any board discussion?
This is going to affect. The new sales tax rates actually went into effect in October. So this is simply codifying in resolution what needs to happen to continue the oversight portion of the sales tax collections. It doesn't actually change or affect the rates collected.
Any further board discussion? With that, we'll vote. Motion passes. Item 7, memorial resolutions. A, Cameron Noblock, retired principal. Ms. Fertitta.
Mr. Cameron Noblock was hired on August the 24th, 1962 as a civics teacher at East Thibodaux Junior High School. Mr. Noblock also served as a football, basketball, and track coach. In February of 1984, Mr. Noblock was appointed the position of assistant principal at South Thibodaux Elementary School. On July 1st, 1991, he was then promoted to principal at South Thibodaux Elementary, where he continued to serve until his retirement on July 1st, 1998. Mr. Noblock served the Lafourche Parish School District for 36 years, and I had the opportunity to work under Mr. Noblock as as a teacher when he was assistant principal and principal.
B, Audrey Ray, retired teacher. Mr. Duplantis.
Ms. Audrey Ray was hired by the Lafourche Parish School District on August 31st, 1970, as a kindergarten teacher at La Rose Elementary School. Ms. Ray also taught at Raceland Lower Elementary School and Bayou Blue Elementary School. Ms. Ray retired on July 28, 2011, having served the Lafourche Parish District for a total of 41 years. Wow.
Very long time. C, Miss Stacy Falk, retired teacher. Mr. LaFawn.
Ms. Stacy Falk was hired by the Lafourche Parish School District on August 2nd, 1998, as a special education teacher at Galliana Elementary School. In August of 2000, Ms. Falk transferred to Cutoff Elementary School, where she remained until her retirement on December 1st, 2019. Ms. Falk served the Lafourche Parish School District for 21.5 years.
D, Mr. James King, retired teacher. Ms. Wells.
Mr. James King was hired by the Lafourche Parish School District on December 3rd, 1979 as a teacher at La Rose Cutoff Middle School. Mr. King taught at South Lafourche High in 1980, Golden Meadow Middle School from 81 to 2000, and then transferred to the Southern Pass site in 2001, where he remained until his retirement on December 26, 2004.
Ms. Wells. Mr. LaFawn.
I knew Mr. King quite well. It goes back to when his dad was my principal at Golden Meadow Elementary, and his mother taught me English. We served in the Lions Club together. He's one of the most intelligent men I've ever known. He was just actually brilliant, and it's a great loss to our district and our community.
Will second those words. I was a student at Golden Meadow Junior High when he taught there, as well as his wife, Ms. Zane King, and very, very smart man and very well respected by all of the students.
Thank you very much.
I move that these resolutions be adopted by general consent and that a copy of the resolutions be recorded on a special page of our minute book.
With no objections, let the record reflect that these resolutions were adopted by general consent and will be recorded on a special page of our minute book. Item 8, to consider entering into executive session to review and discuss the Technology Disaster Recovery Plan per policy EFD, Business Continuity and Technology Disaster Recovery. I have a motion by Ms. Fertitta and a second by Mr. Duplantis. So we're going to go ahead and note the time as 6:58. All right, we can go ahead and vote for going into executive session. Yes, Dr. Guillaume?
Well, I'm voting.
Oh, she said we could do it on.
Oh, we get to do it on?
Yes. I thought it would be a hand vote as well. Motion passes to enter executive session. 6:59.
Watch this and
Still.
hear this.
Alright. That leads us into item 9. A, there will be no committee meetings held in the month of December. And B, the regular board meeting will be Wednesday, January 10th, 2024. Item 10. A, election of officers of the Lafourche Parish School Board to serve for 1-year period beginning January 1st, 2024, in accordance with policy BBA, officers 1 president and 2 vice president. So first, we're going to go ahead and start off with president. Do we have any nominations for president? Mr. Duplantis.
I'd like to nominate Mrs. Valerie Mathern Bourgeois.
Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Can I get a motion to go ahead and close the nominations? Motion by Ms. Charpentier, seconded by Dr. Guyot. Nominations are now closed. Since there were no other nominations, Ms. Valerie Bourgeois has been elected president of the school board by general consent of the members present. Congratulations, Ms. Bourgeois. Would you like to come forward?
Thank you guys so much. I'd like to thank the Lord for his encouragement and guidance for me to seek this position, my husband for his support, and all of you for your confidence in me. One of my new favorite sayings is, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So hopefully, we'll all come together and be a great board, and continue to be a great board. And I thank you for showing me what a president should be. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Good luck to you.
All right. Now we'll go ahead and have elections for vice president. Do we have any nominations for vice president? Mr. LaFont?
Marion Petita.
Okay. Ms. Marion Petita?
That was mine, he took mine.
I was getting to you. Okay, we have 2 nominations for Ms. Marion Petita. Okay. Do we have any other nominations? Do we have any other nominations? Do we have any other nominations?
Point of order, Madam President, you actually don't need a first and a second to close nominations because there are no one else speaking for nominations. You can officially close it.
I just want to make sure. We'll go ahead and nominations are now closed. Okay. Since there are no other nominations, Ms. Marion Petita has been elected vice president of the school board by general consent of the members present. Congratulations. Would you like to say anything?
I appreciate your nomination. I appreciate your nomination, and thank you for your support. And I will be helping as much as I can, Valerie, as much as I can help you. I'll be there for you.
That'll be a great team.
Yes. I think we have a really good year ahead. And before that, in schools.
Right.
You know, I just want to thank you for all the work you've done.
I appreciate that.
Tina, you are.
Thank you. I really do appreciate that.
No, it's not an easy job. You have to handle more than us as regular board members have to. As president, you have to deal with a lot more topics than we do, and I think you handled it all very well.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Using my prayers.
I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Mr. Duplantis?
Once again, I'd like to thank you also, but Dean wanted me to mention that if you hadn't taken your picture yet, not too late before you leave.
That would be us.
Take advantage.
I'll go
and
first.
Don't forget your little questionnaire, just a written copy in your mailboxes, but then you
Did that already. Did that.
in case you need one, there's one in everybody's mail.
This is a long time ago they sent this, huh? A long time ago.
So question, the other advisory committee member will be elected in January? You know?
Before I adjourn the meeting, I do want to go ahead and make sure to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. We don't meet again as a committee. We don't have any committee meetings in December. So when we reconvene at the board table, it'll be in January. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year.
Got parties.
Next week. A gathering.
No further business.
Not as a
before the
business
board.
people, we're gonna be enjoying ourselves.
Yes, indeed.
No further business for the